What's up, everybody? This is Erica from the Classy Climb blog coming today with Mr. Andre Hatchett, Mr. Owner Beyond. You see him all over the place. The key today, we're talking about shut up and start. 3 ways to start a business and some mythbusters. We got to do some mythbusters today because I've seen a couple posts and we got to correct some of the misinformation that keeps being circulated in all our communities. How you doing today, Dre?
I'm doing great, Erica. Any day talking to you is a great one. You know that. At my office, my co-share working space office thing. So I'm enjoying it, enjoying the vibes, good energy, and getting things done, baby. Looking good over there. Nice lipstick, get the hair popping. I see you out there.
The sun, it's sunny. It's starting to be sunny in Texas. You got to be ready.
You got to be on it in Texas. You got to be on it in Texas. I ain't mad at that.
You got to be on it. So, Dre, here's 3 of the myths we're going to bust, and then we're going to hit 3 ways to get rolling. And we can mash them up in a little bit. So, 3 of the myths we've been hearing a lot is, in many communities is, well, immigrants come here, and I'm gonna put this one straight. Immigrants start, I think immigrants have a 65% chance of more being a millionaire than the average U.S. born citizen. Since 1980, 80% of all children born are immigrants, are from immigrant people. So they're popping there. They're popping with the babies. Also, here's some numbers for everybody. 1 in 10 Asians own a business. 1 in 34 whites. 1 in 54 Hispanics, and 1 in 105 blacks. So mashed in there are immigrants, mashed into those numbers. Some kind of, grab from what we're talking about. But here are the 3 myths that we keep continuously hearing, and people love to share as part of the reason they're not winning. 1 is tax loops. These magical tax loops where these people don't have to pay any taxes for 15, 20 years. They don't have to pay any taxes in America. I personally want to knock that one out of the park because there's a thing called tax incentives. Tax incentives, if you go into certain areas that are economic development areas, you can find this out from your local city council. And you can actually go on the website, your actual city government website, to find out economic development areas. If you start businesses in those areas, you can get tax breaks on your business because 9 times out of 10, there's a ghetto, there's downtown, there is revitalization programs.
Yeah.
But trust, everyone pays taxes. There's a book I always tell you guys to get, 475 tax deduction and incentives for small business owners. And it's because I've even had 2 employees when I had my coffee shop. One was a woman on welfare, and the other was a ex-criminal, however you want to say it, quote unquote. And I got money back for her both. So Dre here is a Jamaican.
Rastafari, yes. Listen, Rastafari, yes, I do. Don't mess around with the taxes. Yeah, so what you're talking about is what P. Diddy would call bitch assness, complaining, girly men, whiners, just pathetic people. Just people who are pathetic. And this has nothing to do with your financial state because we've both been broke, right? This is a mental state of learned helplessness, which I talk about in my book, Own and Be Owned. It's when men have this thing that they are just entitled to things and it should be easier than it is, and you don't have that right as a man. You just have to do shit. Pretty shit, non-pretty shit, clean up shit, as I did, cleaning schools and cleaning autistic kids, backside for a number of years. You just don't have a choice when you're a dude.
Nope. There's no choice.
Like, dude, you've been here. You have been here. What happens is a lot of times when people have been here their whole life and they haven't traveled outside of the hemisphere, they have let the oppression from this country hinder them. And it's like, no, you can overcome whatever. You have to overcome whatever. Adopt the immigrant mentality. The immigrant mentality is I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to wherever I'm going to get. I'm going to let 5 to 10 years of my life suck. I'm going to save everything. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to have much of a social life. I'm going to live with my family. I'm going to buy a multi-family house. Then I'm going to have my brother do the same thing. And in the meantime, we're going to live in one house, and we're going to keep the cycle going, and we're going to acquire assets. So immigrants like myself, immigrant minded, you know, I was born here, we practice delayed gratification better than most people. We just allow our lives to temporarily suck, for a greater good down the line. And here goes an invoice. I'm not sure if I can share my screen. I'm going to try to share my screen, Erica. It's for a closing that I did for $200 last week. I am a mobile notary. I have a mobile notary company. I have a mobile notary school. I've had this business for damn near 12 years. Yeah, 12 years. Paid $200. I have a friend, a great friend. He's a great guy. He was contemplating, he broke up with his girlfriend. He was contemplating moving back in with his parents 2 months ago to save money because of the added expenses for him living on his own. So I said, okay, look, here, I've been giving him jobs here and there. This job happened to be at 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 a.m. early. Typically, that's not the time frame of the job, but it is what it is. They called me for the job. They were like, can you do it? I was like, yeah, sure. We could do it. She was like, oh my God, thank you. Because I called people and they laughed at me. I'm like, why would they laugh? Because it's so early. I was like, you can do the job, have $200 and go back to bed. Erica, they called and have a nap. So I said, yeah, send it over. Now, in my mind, I'm always thinking, okay, I locked down this client. I'm going to try to get all of their business. I'm going to go the extra mile. Napoleon Hill swag right there, extra mile and grind it out and get all of their business. So did the job, knocked it out. I even had my friend drive me. He drives for a living, so I was able to help that brother make a few dollars. Everybody won. I was back home by 6:30. Done deal. Smooth. But here he is, 35 years old, contemplating to move back in with his mother. A month and a change later, you're too good to make $100. I was going to pay him half, $100 to go wake up early in the morning to do what you got to do to keep your independence, so you don't have to live with your mother and your mother has to hear you fucking having sex when you're 35 years old. Let's get really detailed and graphic here, because that's what happens. Well, if you have loud sex, that's what happens. Your mother is
Less you buy
anything is better than that.
I'm from the South. You're from New York, but we're from the South. You better go to the hotel down the street. Get out of here with that.
Man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, for the level of comfort for some people, men especially, it's disgusting. You have to just have this extra level of oomph, effort, machismo, bravado, just for the sake of being an independent male and being able to call yourself an independent male. It's not always pretty. It's not always fun. I did not want to do that job if I thought it was more. But I did it. It was like, okay, gotta get up early. Set the alarm. Bam. I'm gonna have a check tomorrow or Friday. Done deal, baby.
Exactly. Are you showing it to us? Because while you're talking, I was gonna bring up.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna send it to you, and I'm gonna have you fill it up.
Okay. So another myth buster here we have to tackle is, they're coming here with millions of dollars in credit. Now, I've shared this multiple times from the IRS is literally, this is IRS statistics, not us. IRS statistics show that penniless Haitians and Koreans come here, and within 5 years, almost 90% of them are millionaires or have $1 million in assets. So that means they've bought houses, they've bought cars, they've started businesses, they've done something, right? Now, in 5 years, most people get upset when I bring that up because they think, Erica, you're just bringing, this is just ridiculous. What you're talking about is not possible. And it actually is very possible.
It's all doable, Erica. It's all doable.
So here's the two sides of credit talk we're going to do. First side of credit conversation is when people come here to America and they have zero credit, they have an ITIN number.
Okay.
It's almost like having a business number, like an EIN number. You go to a bank and you're depositing cash in there all the time. That bank does not care that you don't have a social. They care that you have an ITIN number and they can work with you. They will find a way to give you credit cards because that's what banks do. So people don't apply. 9 times out of 10, I work with people. There it is. Put it again. There, right?
How much is that, Erica? What does that say?
$200.
All right. Proof. I live in the proof. I live in the proof. I don't believe in fiction. I believe in showing you the deal. Here's what I did. Let me show you how to do the same thing, which I can show you at thenotarybusinessschool.com, which I need to stop sharing my screen.
I know.
Got it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, and so on the credit, two flips to the credit is if you come in there and you're making deposits on a continuous basis. I saw this with Hispanic people who work construction because they come in, cash a check, take your money right back out. Bank of America was always offering them credit cards. It's about taking them. I know many people who just buy things with cash. If they go in the bank, they're gonna have 0 credit score.
Yeah.
But banks are still willing to work with you if you're getting consistent deposits. Okay?
Learn the game, Erica. It's learn the game and master it and repeat it. Learn the game. But Erica, like it's the mindset, which is why I wrote the damn book. It's the lackadaisical fucking mindset that some of us have, and it's disgusting. It's all obtainable. I'm in Harlem right now. There are which used to cost 5,000, 500,000, another 2.5. We could have bought them at different stages, but a whole lot of us didn't. I didn't. I wish I would have. Now they're a lot of money. Now I got to find the next big thing.
Even 8 years ago. Even 8 years ago. They were talking about 8 years ago.
Even years ago.
You still would have got in.
Even 5, Erica. Even 5. I have no excuse. I could have done it. I could have gotten 3 or 4 friends that we all could have done together. I didn't. I messed up. Now, going forward, I know this. Now I'm targeting the next thing smoking, the next up-and-coming neighborhood, and I'll be part of this. I'm working with you to get business funding to improve my credit score. You're helping me out with this. I'll be hopefully in the 700 club, and I'll be able to get out here and get business. I don't believe in wallowing in the past. When I've done it in my life, I felt like crap for even doing it. I'm like, what am I doing? This isn't even me. What's going on here? No. We have to be in the mindset that we're going to figure this thing out, win, lose, or draw, and we're going to make it happen. Period. Winner's mindset. Winner's mindset, Erica.
There you go. A lot of it is mindset, because the flip side of credit is a lot of black people say, well, Erica, or just people in general, there are over 49 million people with under 599 credit scores. So it's not just the black people thing, it's the white people thing, it's all kind of people thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
They will say, oh, I don't have credit. They're giving these people this credit. Well, you could clean your credit anywhere from 3 months to 6 months on average for most people. And it's just having the commitment to clean it.
But what do we see? It takes a year, Erica.
Yeah, some of it takes a year. But most people, it's that.
Yeah.
3 months.
It's a late gratification. It's a late gratification. Even if it doesn't get a loan, who oh my God, I can't wait that long. But you had it fucked up for 4 years. You had it jacked up for 4 years. You waited to the counter to fix it. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll put it to you this way: a lot of people you'll look up and somebody will say my credit is jacked up. You look up, they're driving a brand new car every couple of years in February because of tax refund, and I'm like, you are not committed. Yeah. You are committed to looking well, but not really taking care of yourself. And so here's the kicker. Mm-hmm. Not for people who want to go on cars and vacations. If that's you, do what you do. There's plenty of people out there who will fix your credit for that. I offer credit repair mostly for business owners. Okay. 9 times out of 10, the clients I'm dealing with, even the ones I have now, they've been working steady jobs, they have a house, they got a car, they're married, or they have a significant other. And here's the kicker. They're probably, if your credit is from 650 to 720, even less than that, let's be honest, 590, one or two of my clients. We've still been able to get you 20,000 here, 20,000 there in business funding.
Wow.
And personal credit cards and personal lines of credit. But you're not going to get it all. Yeah, you're not going to get all that from one bank. That's the key. People always want to have all their stuff at one bank. Some of my clients have 7 bank accounts, and each bank gave them 20 grand. Now, what can they do? They can do unlimited. They want to buy a property cash, they can.
Yeah, so here's where we got to get past is that easy overnight mentality bullcrap, Erica. It just doesn't win. It just doesn't win. And most people who have the mentality, they've had it for so long, they're so used to it. And like, no, man, like these things take time. But once you master it, read the book Mastery. Study this up. Read the book Mastery. Study people who have mastered something, Kobe Bryant, but they're all into something. And now the rest of their life, they are a champion at that one thing. And they could sell that one thing over and over and over and over and over again. I sell my notary course, or at least one course a day for the past year and a half. I've been profitable from the first month I started because I mastered the business for 10 years. Now I can sell that puppy and I'm able to have passive income coming in from my sales. Look, passive income coming in. Go check me out.
One of your people on here says, I'm reading Mastery now. Akum Kolich. I'm so sorry I'm messing up your name. I think it's African. I apologize.
Africa.
But he said he's reading Mastery now.
Bingo.
And hello.
Hey, what's up, man? Or queen, how are you?
Well, here's the thing. Even with that, like, people need to start connecting with other people, which leads me into my third Mythbusters, teamwork. A lot of times people say, Erica, they're bringing their whole family over here, 5, 10, 15 members of their family,
Who
and
is
they're all
they?
working together.
Who is they? People say they.
That is not true.
First problem.
I actually know a Vietnamese guy. Who came here on a student visa. I know two. This is the craziness of it. One's in Georgetown, Texas. One's here in downtown Austin. The kid in downtown Austin got some of his student refund check, bought 3 cars at the auction.
Wow.
All Honda Fit. He turned them and put them on the app Turino, TURO.com. I wrote about it in one of my books. Economy. The kid is making, like, he has 2 of the cars they can rent every day. 1 car you can only rent it for the whole month. It's out for $1,200 when it rents out. The rest of it for $40 a piece. So
he rents out his car.
He rents out 3 cars, Dre. Not
3
one,
cars.
3
freaking cars.
Because he's here on a student visa.
Oh, man.
He can't work. So he's got to think around.
He found another way. So, okay,
Exactly.
He's here on a student visa. He can't get a traditional job. So he got creative. Like, come on. Creativity.
And now he's got to find real estate. Because there's another visa. There's another visa in America. If you have a business that makes $250,000 or has the ability to hire 5 employees, it's a whole nother type of visa. And you get to stay pretty much forever.
I didn't even know about that.
My friend and the other Vietnamese guy I know that's in Georgetown, this is when I first was in Austin and I was delivering pizzas, and I started just asking him questions. It was him there. He looked like he's about to fall asleep. And it'd be a black guy sitting on a chair looking like muscle-bound Jerome. And I would be like, man, what made you open this gas station? You didn't even got the gas pumps open yet. And he said, I am here on a student visa. I got a $20,000 credit card in the mail, and this empty gas station was like, you could rent the gas station, lease the gas station for $2,000 a month.
Serious?
He said he went, leased it. He could not even afford to get the gas in the pumps because many people don't know about gas stations. You have to have literally $50,000 or so, 30 to 50 grand to get the gas in, and like it has to be paid for before it even gets there, all this good stuff. And so for at least a good 6 months when I would drive by there, no gas in there, just him in the store. And because he was near this poor area, people would walk from the project and walk from over there and every day be shopping at that store. And so he'd be in there in between classes, and he have a black guy that paid $10 an hour, I know this, who was just his security because he was nothing but 5'6". So he was kind of scared. He was like, I heard black people are mean and violent. He's like, you guys are so nice. And I was like, this is crazy. This kid came here with a $20,000. He's going to school here in Georgetown, has a $20,000 credit card, opening up an empty gas.
Erica, hungry people win, and that's the name of the game. If we stay on the mantra of hungry people win, the cat who just left the co-working space, his name is John Henry. He wrote one of the first co-working space to Harlem. He had a drive-thru which he sold when he was like 19 or 20. Jumped out of community college, and he's a venture capitalist. He's a speaking gig all over the world. He's the man. He's 23 years old. He's looking to buy a multi-million property in the Bronx. Follow John Henry on Snapchat and Instagram. He's that dude. I just have never understood the mantra of actually men and complaining about what other men have done in public. I would be embarrassed. They've done it. I just was brought up to the belief that here's what my dad said. He's like, if you're in the same class as somebody, Erica, then that person isn't smarter than you. You should never have to work for that person because you're in the same class together. So that is, if we're in the same world, in the same earth, in the same city, same country, why is your not worth 10 million mines? Isn't it? It's because you want it bad, harder than I did. If I want it bad enough, I can get it. There are no obstacles there. I might have to do it with more people. It might take me a little bit longer, but there are no obstacles. There's no block here. Like, I'm alive. Hey, Erica, it all can get done. Hold yourself accountable and be around some hungry ass fucking people. Come on, like stop hanging around weak ass. Come on, Erica.
Did I tell you what one of the people said? They don't teach us in school how to own a business and how to network and how to go to banks.
Find
That's
a new
not
school.
their job.
Find a new school. They want you to be an employee.
Yes, exactly. So when people tell me I had a hard time in high school or I had a hard time in college, I'm like, maybe that's not your track. Maybe you're not meant to be an employee. Or people who are just forced out of the workplace. Like I know people who've been laid off multiple times and literally just went, you know what? From now on, I'll just be my own property manager. 2 years later, they got 200 units under their belt.
Yeah,
because you have to decide. You have to put the study in. If you're on YouTube, listening to music, listening to goof off videos, you can find an hour to find out the information you need.
Everything is accessible. And we didn't learn that in high school and most colleges. Because they want us to be employees. So like that's their job. But there are courses. How many courses do you have? How many courses do I have? We courses together. Everything is accessible if you want it bad enough. But what you have to do is want it bad enough. That's where we're going wrong here. If your desire has to be there, your will has to be there, your drive has to be there, and you have to eliminate excuses from your vocabulary. It needs to be totally withdrawn from your vocabulary. Place. The world's ours. The world's literally ours. I'll be 30 worth of 30 million by 40. But I really went wrong in my life if I don't have that by 40. Zero. I royally have something.
I was going to tell you, some people who have, Mr. Clyde said, thanks for the content. D. John said, truth. Another person, Lewis Rich, said, good evening, everyone. Camry said, what's the next up and coming neighborhood?
There are a few. Newburgh, New York, Flint, Michigan, Baltimore, Maryland. And if you want some more in detailed reasons why, go to blackrealestateschool.com and enroll in our portfolio course, how to build a successful real estate portfolio course if you want like details on why.
Durham, North Carolina. Here's the thing. I'm gonna drop this on people. I'm from North Carolina, but I'm in Texas. Everybody's like, Texas. And I'll have people say, oh, I'm asking about North Carolina. What do you think I can get some cheap property over there? North Carolina has been in a boom for 10 years straight. Wow. And so when people were like, oh, I want to jump up in Charlotte, I'm like, yeah, when 2008 happened,
that's done.
It bounced down and it bounced right back up.
Yeah, Charlotte's
been going up ever since. It's not as cheap as people think it is. So Lewis Rich said, I wish I knew about business credit and financing 15 years ago, but I'm getting it right now.
So we're here now. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
That's all. This is what I told people. I said, you could catch up to some people in 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Like there's people right now going, well, my friend's parents paid for their college. My friend's dad bought their car, all this stuff. And I go, honestly, I have clients who 90 days, bro, 90 days, literally they're getting 20 grand here, 20 grand here, 20 grand there. And they are just choosing this money for. A lot of us get credit cards when we're young, but what do we use it for?
Sacrifice some time, give some time up. Most of us have passed up on things, messed up on things. It's life. Us living in the past isn't going to get us anywhere. So we have to be proactive now. We start now, like getting your business funding course or coaching sessions now. Like all this living in the past bullshit, it holds people back. Oh my God, I should have done this. I should have done this. Yeah, like I said that I should have got a Brownstone or Harlem. Now I'm gonna have to go somewhere else to buy it, and it is what it is. It's over. Find something else. Move on. Let's go.
Yeah, and the power of 20 grand versus. Like, I remember when people would be like, man, if you want to start a business, you need $100,000. And I go, I'm meeting too many people who get started. It's the power of sales, dude. It's like right now, there's some apps out there. I'm not going to name everything, but if you're getting leads in every day and you're making phone calls every day, like, it's a win. Like, you're going to pre-sale. Pre-sale is the key to a lot of these businesses. Yeah. And I'll talk to people who say, well, I need all this money to do this business. And so I'm like, if you don't do nothing but start knocking doors and advertising for, lawn care, trash removal, whatever it is, or have you some guys who could do it. I mean, on the real tip, if you could hire 2 guys, we all know 2 people who are kind of like handymen and aren't always busy working. You get them out there knocking doors and doing work for you, and you can pay them. It's a win, man.
Erica, there are a lot of ways to win, but it starts with the mindset. It starts with the mindset and humility. A whole lot of things we have discussed aren't pretty, but will you do the non-pretty stuff? I have cleaned urinals many of days, many of nights. I haven't in a while, but if I have to do it again, guess what? It is what it is. I have cleaned what I did it. Will you do the non-pretty stuff because you're beyond it? You aren't beyond it if you don't have the money. So you aren't there yet. So what are you going to What are you going to do to get there? How much effort are you going to put in to get where you got to get? I mean, it's what, 7:30 now. I would rather be having happy hour. Well, actually, at my office, actually have these little bar things, which is pretty cool. So I'd rather be at the movies, maybe like out at happy hour and not working. But I have things to do. I have goals. So it is what it is. I'm here up until I don't have to be here anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to somebody about vacation this summer, and they were like, "Oh man, but you're so busy." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm busy now, and I'm setting up the foundation now that my employees can handle things when I'm not here."
Bingo.
It's super, and then that's part of the whole YouTube thing. It's part of books, of course. Is a lot of people will be like, "Erica, I want to talk to you right now," and I'm like, 90% of what you want to talk to me about is on the channel. But if you want to talk to me right now, you can hit that button. Click the button, and we can talk right now. But that's the key is when people are really ready, all of this information shows up in the front of their face.
Bingo.
So Dre, that was just a big thing. I had to put this video together. I thank you for your time. I see it's hopping over there. But the key is, immigrants aren't coming here with special pocket money. They're not coming in and the government's not paying them to start businesses in your neighborhood. They actually just see opening a building or a gas station near your poor neighborhood is only $1,000 a month, when opening a gas station across town is $5,000 a month. They're still going to make money off of stocking that local convenience store to you with snacks, because you still will walk over there and buy them.
Start the process. Give yourself 5 years of boredom, brokenness, delayed gratification, and you'll be amazed where it can get you. Hang out with some body cold ass people.
What's the thing that guy always says? He says you can't live the dream and work the dream at the same time. Like you gotta work the dream first, then you can live the dream. Like people want to buy the new cars and vacation at the same time. They need to be knocking doors and really building the business.
Grunt work, baby, pays off.
All right, everybody. This is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Listen, you can always hit the links below. This is Mr. Andre C. Hatchett, Mr. OwnerBeOwned.co. He's also Mr. AndreCHatchett.com. He's also Mr. MobileNotary.com. Dre, is there anything you want to say to our people as we sign out?
I want to say you're in the right place. Hit the button, get Erica's consultation, get in the game, and check out theblackrealestateschool.com and my personal website, AndreCHatchett.com. Get a book, get a product, and let's take it to the top. Let's do this thing, man. We got this. Let's do it.
Everybody,
thanks, Erica.
Have an awesome night.
Peace.